Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome. Let's start the music. Let's begin this in song. Let's sing together and dance if you want to, in your seat or out of your seat. Enjoy. I'm gonna go with the moment. I'm gonna feel so free. I'm gonna dance to the rhythm of the universe. Gonna lead my destiny. I'm gonna go with the moment. I'm gonna feel so free. I'm gonna dance to the rhythm of the universe. Gonna lead my destiny. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna dance to the rhythm of the universe. Gonna lead my destiny. I'm gonna go with the moment. I'm gonna feel so free. I'm gonna dance to the rhythm of the universe. Gonna lead my destiny. I'm gonna go with the moment. I'm gonna feel so free. I'm gonna dance to the rhythm of the universe. Gonna lead my destiny. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna dance to the rhythm of the universe. Gonna lead my destiny. I'm gonna dance to the rhythm of the universe. Gonna lead my destiny.
Good morning. Welcome to the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living, where transformation happens. We're so glad you're here, whether in person or in one of our virtual sanctuaries on YouTube and Facebook. My name is Delanne Haslam, and I'm so happy to welcome you today. Our practitioner serving today is Jim Ferris, sharing a reading and a time of sacred silence before leading us in prayer. Also holding high watch throughout the service, knowing that the best and highest is unfolding for each one of us as we share this sacred time together. Our theme this month is Freedom from the Inside Out, and Reverend Cindy's talk is called The Head to Heart Journey. Our special music today is Kevin Stout and Mark Cheney. Where are they? There they are. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor every pathway by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness so we can help make the world a better place. Please join me in saying our promise. We promise to embody love, compassion, and kindness everywhere we go, and to be the peaceful presence we want to experience in this world. We recognize the divine oneness in everyone and everything, including all living creatures, Mother Earth, and the universe. We promise to be generous, sharing our time, talents, and treasures as we serve from the highest truth that love is the way. Recognizing and embodying this love for all, we help create a world that works for everyone. Thank you. Do we have any first-time visitors today? If so, we'd love to welcome you. Welcome. If you haven't done so already, please pick up some information about our center at the table outside. Thank you so much for joining us, and we affirm for you and everyone here that you will experience a blessing this morning. Before I share briefly what's coming up, remember you can find many more details on our website, which is spirituallyfree.org, where you can also learn just about anything about our center, register for classes, donate, submit a prayer request, and much more. If you're here in person, you can check out our flyer wall and do many of those same things at the hospitality table. Remember, every Wednesday we have a live streaming meditation at noon on Facebook. You can join live or watch at your convenience. And I want to let you know you can still sign up for Pray Harmony now at gmail.com if you'd like to receive a daily prayer for harmony each morning. Thank you, Teresa and Myrna, for this lovely way to start the day. I saw Myrna somewhere. Today, being the second Sunday of the month, means we're going to hold our Get to Know Us meeting right after service in the retreat center on the first floor. That's in room 102. Come learn things like what we believe, how the center functions, and how you can get involved. If you're unable to make it in person, we also hold a Zoom meeting each second Wednesday at 6 p.m., and you can find the link to that in the classes section of our website. Also, being the second Sunday of the month, we have youth class today, and just a reminder that we hold youth class on the second and fourth Sunday of every month in the retreat center. And on the other Sundays, we welcome our children into the celebration service with us. Next Sunday, July 20th at 12:30, Christiane Turner is holding a workshop called Thriving Through Transformation. This is a resilience and mindset masterclass where Christiane will help you shift your perspective and build a foundation of empowering thoughts and support emotional well-being and purposeful living. A light lunch will be served, so be sure to sign up for that. The Wednesday experience this month will be held on July 23rd at 6 p.m., and Lane will be leading us through a journey of handwriting and self-discovery. As a member of the American Handwriting Analysis Foundation, Lane brings tools and insights that turn writing into a mirror of the self. And that's it for our announcements today. So I'd like to tell you now that our center was founded on and is grounded in prayer. Prayer helps us deal with whatever comes our way and helps us recognize the spiritual purpose for whatever might be happening in our lives. If you're having trouble knowing this, please let one of our practitioners pray with you and know this for you until you can know it for yourself. Our practitioners are trained in the art and science of affirmative prayer, and they are the ones wearing the stoles. They will be available in the room across the hall right after service. And of course, you can always submit a prayer request in the lobby or online, and all of our practitioners will support you in prayer through the week. Now I invite you to allow the reading, a time of sacred silence, and the centering music to open our hearts as we prepare for Jim's prayer.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Today's reading is from The Energy Codes by Sue Morter. When we know we are energy beings, we begin to live away from the fear-based stories and start living from the perspective of our true nature, eternal nature, as the higher self, also known as the soulful self. Rather than focusing externally, always scanning the horizon for what may do us harm, we focus inwardly on the energy within and around our body. We rely on our soulful self to show us what is true. When we do this, life flows effortlessly. Opportunities for love and expansion are revealed naturally. We only have to say yes and let them unfold. We simply allow love to show us the way. We know and feel our oneness with everything and feel separate from no thing. Stress and worry don't exist because we know unequivocally that everything in our life ultimately serves our growth and well-being. So now let us take a couple of moments of silence to focus inwardly on our soulful self. Breathing into that sacred space, that place of wholeness, where we feel the love not only in our own soulful self, but in one another, all beings on this earth, all of the good that is God. I'm so happy to be here with my spiritual community, feeling that oneness, that love that circulates in our energy bodies, our physical bodies, and our true self. From that space, I am so grateful too for all of our volunteers for preparing this room, musicians, all of the things that make us feel at home, so that we can come together and celebrate life and feel the goodness that is in our personal life at home and at work, and here where we come and join together and feel the love in community. So I ask all of you to repeat, and so it is.
And so it is. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. And I know this voice of love, it is singing through my life. It is all I am, every part of me. It's all that I choose to be. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you for the reading and the prayer. I invite you to sing along. We're going to bring the energy up, back up. There's a song called All That I Need to Be Free, right in line with our theme for this month. Let's sing together.
I'm a vagabond on a well-worn path of trials and tribulations. I've been blind to everything except what's wrong. I was caught between some
Thanks so much. It's so fun to see everybody stand up and getting into the music. It's awesome. Well, I'm so pleased to introduce our special music today. Mark Cheney called me up, said, well, Dan Waldos was going to play a little keyboard with me, but he had hip surgery and he's not available. So he brought another friend. I've never heard this musician, but he's been all over the world, very famously playing with some pretty big bands in Las Vegas, and a little guitar, a little trombone, a little bass, and he sings. Yeah. But I think you're going to hear some fantastic guitar work from Kevin Stout, and of course, our dear Mark Cheney playing some percussion. So enjoy this little duo. I have no idea what to expect, but I know it's going to be fantastic.
Thank you very much, Rick. And it's great to be back here at CSL. I think at this time last year I was playing because our beloved Ricardo was not feeling so great. And look at this. He's back, your very own. We love him. An icon of drums and percussion in the Salt Lake area, Ricardo Romero. And Kevin Stout spent most of his career in Las Vegas. We actually played together in the University of Utah Jazz Band. He played trombone. He's a fine trombonist, as well as guitarist and bassist. And he's been playing in my trio. And so we wish Waldos good recovery. He has been a staple. I think many of you have seen him playing in the Unity group. And so he'll be back. But he's recuperating from his hip replacement. And Kevin is a wonderful musician. As I say, he spent most of his time in Las Vegas in high-level show work. And he's a wonderful guy and just a ball of fire to hang out with, which is belied by his flat and expressionless demeanor. So we're gonna do a song written by Leonard Bernstein, and it's called "Some Other Time." Where has the time all gone to? Haven't done half the things we want to. Oh, well, we'll catch up some other time. This day is just a token. Too many words are still unspoken. Oh, well, we'll catch up some other time. Just when the fun is starting, comes the time for parting. But let's be glad for what we've had and what's to come. There's so much more embracing still to be done, but time is racing. Oh, well, we'll catch up some other time. Fun is starting, comes the time for parting, but let's be glad for what we've had and what's to come. There's so much more embracing, still to be done, but time is racing. Oh, well, we'll catch up some other time. We'll catch up some other time.
Wow. Mark, Kevin, Ricardo, thank you. Wow. I feel like we're in this like cool club. We are in the cool club, right? Uh-oh. Okay. We're good. Welcome, everyone. Happy Sunday. Yeah. That just felt like it brought us to a whole different era, you know. Yeah, maybe a smoke-filled room, a couple of cocktails. Welcome to Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living. Yeah, maybe it used to be back in the day, but here we are today. Welcome to this month of Freedom from the Inside Out. And the book of the month is Resilience and the Art of Accepting Support. I don't want to miss out on that piece of it. It's very important. The book is written by our friend, Christiane Turner, who will be here next week. Yes, she'll be doing the talk, and she will be providing a workshop. And I know this is going to happen. We do our book study downstairs at 9:30 a.m. She's going to be there to be at the book study. So make sure you don't miss that next week, 9:30 a.m. And by the way, we've got these books for sale out in the lobby. Grab one so you can start reading it before she comes next week. So my talk today, that Head to the Heart Journey. Now I know everyone in this room has heard this term, the longest journey you will ever take is 18 inches from your head to your heart. Have we all heard that in some form or another? I tried to look up and see who originated that saying, but it came up with too many different names, so I'm not going to give someone credit for that. Just say, I didn't start that, but it's so true. It's so true. It's one of the hardest journeys, but it's one of the most worthwhile journeys. And what does that have to do with freedom? It has everything to do with freedom. So the journey from the head to the heart can be challenging because we get to take an authentic look at our emotions, our feelings, our life. And that can get very uncomfortable. And I don't know about you, but for the most part in my life, the way I dealt with life was trying to stay comfortable. Not be uncomfortable. I found out through the years that just right outside of my comfort zone is my growth, is my opportunity to know who I am, is the opportunity for me to show up as the spirit I was meant to be on this planet. So, in our heart is the treasure. Now, I'm not saying to disregard your mind. It's very important. There's this intellect that guides us. But if we only rely on that intellect, a lot of times we get frozen. Have you ever met the kind of person that is so smart, so sharp, but that they get frozen because they see both sides, the pros and the cons. They end up making these lists and then they don't move. You've got to drop down into your heart to know what is yours to do, what is your next step, what your life is going to become. So, since it's all about freedom from the inside out, I wanted to focus on something that isn't necessarily comfortable for all of us. And that is those beliefs that we have in ourselves that were programmed at a very young age. Or those ideas about ourselves that we hold true every day. Here's a quick one. When I was growing up and I moved a lot, I went to a different school system in a new city, and they decided to test me in mathematics. I tested terribly. I was nervous, I was concerned, and they put me in this remedial math class. And I believed that I was bad at math, but you know what? I come from a family of bookkeepers. My grandfather, who didn't finish but elementary school, you could say, how much is 1,065 times 22? And he can give you the answer. You know, this is the lineage that I come from, but a teacher told me I wasn't good at it, and I believed it for years and years and years. So in order for us to live from our soulful self, we heard a little bit about that from Jim's wonderful reading from Dr. Sue, we get into our heart. We must take that journey from our head to our heart. Now, my head is filled with all kinds of beliefs, but my heart knows what it knows. My heart always knows who I am. My soulful self speaks gently to me, tells me that I'm doing a good job, tells me that I'm right on track. It's my head that tells me other things, like, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you doing it this way? Why aren't you doing more? Blah, blah, blah. You know that voice? Is anyone besides me? Yeah, okay. Oh, a few hands. All right, a few of you. Right? Whenever it's critical, that is not my soulful self speaking to me. The inner critic is very judgmental. The inner critic doesn't help me show up as my best self. Some people feel like it kind of keeps them in line, but not for me. So, Pope John Paul II said, "Put out into the deep." And I love that. And I take that as live from the heart. Live from the heart. So, rather than living from we are what we do, and I know this too when I've changed different jobs, different careers, and all of a sudden felt like, well, then who am I if I'm not doing that thing? How about if we live from who we are meant to be as the emanation of the One? It's a very different dynamic, a very different vibration. So in our book of the month, in chapter 4, Christiane highlights how to receive the support that we deserve. And I wanted to focus on that because I know for myself, and I know many people in this room, have a hard time asking for help. Anybody? Yeah. Oh, never, never. So she starts off by teaching us about receiving support with this quote from Hermes Trismegistus. And I don't know if I said that right, but then you give it a stab, right? What he said was, as within, so without. As within, so without. And it means that inner world of thoughts and beliefs and emotions directly influences our life and what manifests outside in our life. So if you're wondering what's going on in here, look what's going on in your world. Not just your world at work or at home, but look out in the world. Yeah, that's kind of a hard pill to swallow these days. But that's what we are here to do in this community. Level up. Do the inner work so that it outpictures in the world and makes this world a better place. Right? We're preaching. So Christiane on page 84 continues. She says, we are starting from within because in order to get outside support, we need to feel inside support first. You cannot attract help from the outside if you're not supporting yourself. Right? When you're like, no one's supporting me, but you're not giving it to yourself. You cannot attract love out there if you're not feeling lovable toward yourself. If you're not feeling lovable, you're not treating yourself lovingly. Think about that. How do you treat yourself? How do you talk to yourself? I know for myself that sometimes when friends are going through situations that I'm so much more kinder to them than I am to myself when I'm going through something. It gives you a glimpse of what's going on inside here. It is the same support. You need to feel worthy of it. You need to support yourself from within before you can ever accept external support. I'm going to look around and say, this doesn't just go for us women. Guys, you can ask for help too. I'm watching you, Drew. Yeah, the guys don't even want to ask for directions is what Lane said. Boy, I know that. My dad took us on some wild goose chases. So how many of us are guilty of rejecting help when others offer it? Yeah? How often do we tell others I can do it by myself. I don't need any help. You know, maybe in society we want to look like strong, we want to look capable. The truth is, if we're really living a life of oneness and understanding that there's only one thing happening here, it's all of us interconnected, then sometimes we need help. And I think some of the most profound figures in history that have made major changes on this planet have had a whole lot of help. They didn't do it just on their own. They had support. So, I want to talk about some of those places and spaces that were not feeling lovable. Again, not comfortable. I get it. Because I know that that is the place that we have to start. You can't jump over it. You could try, but you'll probably end up in the same place. It's like those times that you've seen people maybe relationship jump because, you know, whoever they were with ends up having the same behavior of who they were with last and who they were with last and who they were with last. But the common denominator is this person, right? I've been that person at times. I've learned from it. But the first thing I had to do is take my ownership of where I wasn't loving myself. If I'm not loving myself, I can't completely feel the love from the other person that I'm with. So Wayne Dyer said, "Your circumstances do not make you, they reveal you." Right? There's someone in this room that we've had a lot of conversations, and I am always telling this person, there's nobody out there. There's nobody out there. There's only a mirror out there that reminds you of what's happening in here. So when challenging people come into our life, it's a thing to celebrate, you guys. We get to celebrate that we get to see what's happening here. That's powerful. That's a blessing. That's an opportunity to grow. No, I'm not using that word, Linda. It's an opportunity to grow. You can ask her after. So, those places where we're not loving ourselves, it could be for any container of reasons. It could be, you know, not feeling like you amount up to what other people are doing. It might be, you know, that you weren't able to help someone in your life that's gone through something. It might be that you're not as financially stable or free as you want to be. It might be all kinds of reasons. This is where it gets interesting for me. I wasn't going to talk about this, but this is what I'm going to say. In those areas of my life where I wasn't loving myself, the place that kept me stuck and kept the behaviors and the outer manifestation happening over and over was me trying to strong arm myself through talking bad to myself, trying to motivate myself through self-hate, through doubt, you know, that what's wrong with you voice. It kept me stuck, and that's not a place that contains freedom or love or expansion. So it's been a journey for me. So many, many years ago, I finally realized that after a lifetime of being on diet since I was 10 years old, that the more I talked bad about myself and tried another new diet and another new diet, another new diet, that it kept me repeating that behavior. Yeah, I'd lose the weight, but then it would come back. So it was a place that I wasn't loving myself. And it wasn't until I matured more and said, you know what? I'm going to love myself exactly where I'm at. I am going to go to Nordstrom's or somewhere and buy something I look fabulous in just the way I am. I'm not waiting. In fact, I went into my closet multiple times and I put stuff on. If I didn't feel great in it, it went to the donation center. I wasn't going to hold on to that stuff that was smaller and tight, that wasn't comfortable. It went away. So fast forward, like I said, it's been a long journey. And some of you are noticing around here that I'm shrinking. It doesn't just happen in the last year or two. It's been a lifelong journey. Here's the change, though. The change wasn't me hating myself into being something different. The change was loving myself just the way that I am. And at this point in my life, no, I'm not trying to be a size 5 or 2 or whatever my mother is. She is who she is. And part of me wants to be like my mother because I love my mother. But I am me, an individual expression of the one, meant to be who I am. See, love is so much more powerful than meanness. If there's something that you're telling yourself that isn't kind and loving, I invite you to reframe that. One of the ways that I wanted to present to you of getting from our head to our heart, especially when it comes to these beliefs, is a Dr. Sue method. But I also, as I was sitting here in meditation this morning, all these things were flowing in of things that I've found that work for me. Like taking a breath, a conscious breath. If I find myself with that inner critic being louder than I'd like it to be, all I have to do is, and I don't even have to close my eyes, but I like to close my eyes and take a deep breath and just take in that love and let it go into my heart. Let it sink into my heart. This morning in our meditation, Reverend Myrna said, breathe in love, exhale harmony. Breathe in love, exhale harmony. For me, it gets me down that 18-inch journey in an instant. Now, I wanted to teach a method because, you know, as we go through life and we have these physical challenges, those are also opportunities for us to know ourselves. The ache in the back, the ache in the knee, the belly ache, whatever's going on, those are our opportunities for knowing what is our next step. We've done a lifetime, or okay, I'll say I've done a lifetime of ignoring those kind of signals. Because we're kind of taught that. Oh no, you got to get through your day. You said you'd be at work from this time to this time. It doesn't matter that you don't feel good. You got to get through this. You learn how to ignore your signals in your body. So I wanted to take you through a method that really, really works for me. Close your eyes for a second. Play along with me. And I want you to think of something in your life that's a little bit challenging or maybe a lot challenging right now. Whatever it is, it might be something physically going on. It might be a challenge in finances or in a relationship, whatever it is. Think of whatever that is. Now I want you to scan your body, starting at the tips of your toes and coming up, and notice if there's a resistance in some part, or a pain, or a twinge, scan all the way up. Legs, thighs, pelvis, stomach, heart, hands, shoulders, all the way up to the top of your head. Slowly scan. And then once you get to the top, go down from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. And if you notice an area that feels maybe painful, it might be subtle, it might be roaring. Wherever that area is, I want you to love it. I want you to imagine giving it a hug from the inside. Hug it and talk to it. Tell it that you hear it. I know that you're there and I'm listening to you. I know that you're there and I'm not going to continue ignoring you. Receive what wisdom it has for you. Befriend it. Sit with it. Love it. And notice what you notice. I'll give you another minute or two, and if you're not a person that felt anything physically, your mind surely went to something, some part of you. Go to that part and love it. Talk to it. Befriend it. Thank you for playing with me. This is something you can do every day. This is something that I do at night when I lay down. I scan my body. Maybe there's something going on that's obvious, and sometimes it was just a generally kind of ho-hum day where there's nothing that really activated me or aggravated me, but I check my body. What's going on here? So Dr. Sue says, from Energy Codes, physical disease is also energy. Many people are terrified of getting ill, but that's their way to look at sickness. It helps bring our attention to an energy field that needs to be activated. When we look at disease in this way, we can move more swiftly, grasp the lesson behind the problem, and move through it rather than beating ourselves up if we think we have caused this horrible situation. I'm telling you, that which you resist will persist. Beating yourself up will just keep it going. You have to love yourself the way you are. Even if you're now using a cane or a scooter or something that has changed in your life, you have to love that part of you and be grateful for the scooter or the cane or whatever is assisting you, giving you support. She goes on to say, many of my students are relieved to hear this and interpret it as another nudge from the universe to become more conscious of our greatness in an additional way, like the ever-abiding friend who will not let up until we see our own magnificence. What if, when things are going wrong, you say, okay, what do I need to learn from this? Rather than, and I've heard myself say this, oh no, not that again. Or, oh no, I'm about to take a trip and I don't want to be limping. Oh no. Right? The oh no gets to be changed to okay. Okay, I can love myself even with this. So, I go to my body now. I didn't used to. I would say this has been in the makings in the last 6 or 7 years since I really delved into the Dr. Sue work and was in ministerial studies, because she was one of my teachers in my ministerial classes. I am so grateful that I did that side-by-side study, because I've been in science of mind for over 25 years. But until I got in my body and embodied these teachings, did real transformation happen for me. Now, there's a lot of people on this earth that are so talented and so sharp that they're not necessarily in their body, but they do very many successful things. And actually, some of those people that have those big successes and big bank accounts, they end up being kind of unhappy people. Because it's not about the bank account, right? It's not about what we do. It's about honoring our soulful self, our authentic self, our loving self. So, Carl Jung said, your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens. We are here to awaken. So I invite you to take that 18-inch journey from your head to your heart. Let's pray. Just close your eyes and take in a nice deep breath. Breathe in love. Exhale harmony. Breathe in love. Exhale harmony. How grateful I am for this community. Grateful for these teachings. Grateful for this community that's been here for over 50 years. Grateful, grateful, grateful for those sitting in this room that were back there 50 years ago that helped keep these doors open. How grateful I am to know that there is only one power, one presence. It doesn't matter what you call this one, whether it's God, Spirit, Allah, Jehovah, Hashem, the way, light, energy, source, oneness, many names, many faces, and yet only one. And this oneness is in those musical notes. That oneness is in every tree, every bud, every bird, every animal, whether it's flying, swimming, hopping, slithering. It's in the smallest grain of sand that creates the sand dunes, the beaches, the deserts. It's also in every drop of water that creates our oceans, our rivers, our waterfalls. It's omnipotent, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, omni-consciousness, and omni-love. Everywhere, every minute of every day. And because I know that truth, I claim and know that I am a part of that oneness. Everything that I go through, whether it's a challenge or a joy, is that of the one. Where I get to be the expression of the one through the way I show up. The words that come from my mouth, the stories that I say, everything that I touch, every step I take, and I know the same truth for everybody within earshot of this prayer. There's no one being that has more or less. We are all one and the same as the one. Because I know that is so, and I claim it for each of us. For those of us in this room that are hoping, praying, wanting peace in this world, harmony in this world. We start with ourselves. We do the work. We stay peaceful in every situation. And we see that the more peace that we bring, the more harmonious we are within our own soul, the more harmony there is in the world. And for those of us in this room that have something physical that we're challenged with, either a diagnosis, a prognosis, we get to love that too. Because those are our opportunities that the universe has given us to love ourselves, even though, even with. And as we move through it, and we love ourselves through it, and support ourselves through it, the support comes from all different directions. Our loved ones wanting to help, strangers wanting to help, to give us an arm, to give us a hand, to open a door. And I know for those souls that are still missing in Texas, that the people that showed up to help, to support, are there to make a difference on this planet. So I know that the grief that the families and the people that live in the surrounding areas are going through, that we all feel it and we get to love them through it as well. See, because something in this state that happens in another state, we all feel it. We might not recognize it, but you might wake up one morning and feel, why am I feeling sad? Because there's sad happening, and we're all connected. We're all interconnected. So something that's happening across this globe is ours to do as well. If you see something other than love, we have to love more. If it feels like hate is so loud, then we have to be louder with our love. First, starting at home with ourselves, and then out into the world. I'll leave a space for you to say your name, either silently or out loud, and the names of the people that you want prayer for, as we've created this beautiful energy of prayer. Cindy, my community, my family, my friends, all my loved ones that have requested prayer, Jana and her journey. Yes, yes, yes. How grateful I am that prayer works. That your prayers are heard, and there's no prayer too small, no prayer too large. The universe has noted what your request is and has already said yes. In this very moment, feel what answered prayer feels like. Freedom, joy, love. Feel it. If you feel it, let your face smile. Let it feel good. As we release this time of prayer into the law, knowing all is spirit, all is God, all is good, all is well. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Thank you. So it is that time to practice another spiritual practice we have, and that is circulation. And I have some teachings that I want to do about circulation. So ushers, if you come on forward. Give everyone a moment to get ready. Come forward, and Stand up here with me, my beloveds. Thank you, Linda, Christine, and Fancy Nancy. Yes. That's how I always remembered her name, Fancy Nancy. So they're going to go out and do the collection, but I wanted to give you a little teaching. So go ahead and go out there. There's a natural law of circulation inherent in this universe. And the more we give, the more we receive. If we try to hoard, we stagnate and limit the flow. That's the bottom line. You can only receive what you give. So Ernest Holmes says, it isn't transactional, it's transformational. True abundance isn't about hoarding, it's about flow, dynamic, generous, and reciprocity. Also, from Charles Fillmore, he says, it is a law of mind that we increase whatever we praise. So if you can only give 50 cents or $5 or $10, praise it. Don't judge it. Oh, all I can give is this. No, be grateful that that's what you can give. The whole universe is under this law of giving and receiving. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Actually, Charles Fillmore said something kind of funny. He said, he warned us against spiritual constipation. Yes, he used that word. That's right. So, you know, the more you give, the more you get. So you don't want to hold on to it so it can come back to us. So here comes Christine with our baskets. Thank you all for giving. For those of you that pledge, thank you. For those of you that give automatically, thank you. You don't always give in the basket, but we know that you're giving and supporting the center, co-creating what we get to do here. So let's bless this by outstretching our heart through our hands and repeat after me. I am so blessed. We are so blessed. We know as we give, it comes back multiplied abundantly. We are so blessed. And so it is.
All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. I've been set free, I'm released. I've been set free, I'm released. The burden of my past has gone away at last. I've been set free, I'm released. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me.
So let's invite Kevin Stout and Mark Cheney to come back and share another tune. You know, I didn't know that Mark crooned like that. I've only heard him do Elvis impersonations, which were pretty impressive, but nice crooning, man.
Thank you, and I do Elvis impersonation. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Rick and his fantastic band, I think you all know how lucky you are to have this best church band that is around. You know? And Raj and his terrific crew down there. Brian, Shanti, they do a terrific job. I'm so happy to be here, ladies and gentlemen, and with my buddies. And these guys also play frequently together, so they're all tuned in to each other. This next song is For All We Know.
Awesome. Mark Shaney with Kevin Stout. That's down. Well, that was something different, wasn't it? Wasn't that great? Yeah. The Little Manhattan Club in the Center for Spiritual Living. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Reverend Cindy, for your message. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to Christiane Turner. No offense, but she always gives a great talk, and a great author, great speaker, great workshop facilitator, and thrilling. She'll be here for the book club next week, 9:30, and the workshop, light lunch. Don't miss that. She's powerful person. Remember, if you'd like a prayer after service, practitioners available across the hall. I hope you have a blessed week. Let's stand, everyone. We'll sing our closing song. Oh, yes, there's a Get to Know You orientation right in this room. No, downstairs. Okay. It's down in the retreat center, which is on the main floor. Any of you new folks want to find out more about this Center for Spiritual Living, how we work, how we don't work? Our philosophy, leadership, organization. Join us downstairs.